When I want to get my RC on, I go to Crawler Ted's garage.
Alright, hey guys, how's it going today, man? Crawler Ted. Crawler Ted out here in the garage with you with a Summit on the bench. We got the Urban Assault tomorrow, man. Tomorrow night. It's Friday right now. Saturday night is the Urban Assault, as they say, tomorrow night. I intend to drive the Summit and pull my trailer, lit up, Christmas tree, blah blah blah, whole 9 yards. Problem is, the Summit is broken. I don't know, there's something wrong in the rear diff. Whether it's the ring gear or pinion, I don't know what it is. I grabbed a few parts, but gotta open it up to see what's going on. So I blew a steering servo. One of the steering servos calved on me, so that's an easy fix. But the rear diff, I gotta pull the rear diff off and open it up, see what's going on in there, and get that fixed. I mean, I should have done it. It should have been done already, man. I've had lots of time to do it, but that's just how I roll, you know. I think I work better under pressure, so I'm gonna hit it right now. Just getting ready to gank the wheels off and start removing the diff, you know. So, wow. Taking the trenchers off of there. You can see I've taken and clipped some lugs out of these guys. They're not fabulous in the winter like in the snow and ice. In the snow, I mean, it depends, right? Just general trail running, they're okay. But if you get into some deep snow and crap like that, they're not fabulous. But whatever. I don't mind them. I went from the stock tires right to these trenchers, and I've had them on ever since. For as much as I use it and what I do with it, I'm pretty happy with them. So looks like they got a bit of water inside of them though. Alright. Yeah, I blew up a had a drive shaft go the last time, or an axle shaft go the last time we were out, and I ended up fixing it by just putting a bolt with the pin. Everything let go where the pin goes, eh? So I lost the pin and stuff, so I ended up putting a bolt and a nut through it on the trail to carry on. So I've got some new shafts and stuff like that too, so gonna tie into it and see what it needs. I haven't done much work to this Summit since I've had it, so I'm not surprised that I went through the tranny a couple months back in the front diff. I never did touch the rear diff, so I've never been into the rear diff on this truck at all. So it's not surprising that it needs a bit of attention, right? Okay, well, I'm going to carry on here and get this puppy off. Like I say, I've never torn the rear diff off of this thing, so if I find the right bit here, we'll be rocking. There it is. Now I'm assuming I got to take the whole bottom skid plate off here to access the drive shaft, so I can disconnect the drive shaft. The last video I did showing me disassembling Bodacious and stuff all by hand, if you can believe it. That was crazy. I totally have an electric driver, and what's funny is that it was sitting right there throughout the whole video. Jay and I had brought it over. I fully intended to use it, so for whatever reason though, I didn't. Is that stuck in there too? Yeah, maybe that does hold that in, eh? Let's pull this one to get a little bit of play room there. There we go. Oh yeah, for sure. I talked to my buddy Colin at PM Hobby there, one of the guys that works there. I had talked to him. I told him, you know, that the rear diff was clicking really good. and stuff like that. So I knew I needed something. I wasn't sure what was up with it. So anyway, I mentioned it to Colin, and talking to him and kind of telling him what was going on there. He told me, okay, well, you better take you know, the ring and pinion gear for the diff, for the rear diff, and a couple other things. You know, had a pretty good idea that that's what it was. So it's always good when you can get a bit of troubleshooting before you even tear into it. You know, I mean, worst case, right? I would have opened it up myself, figured out what was wrong, and then just go get some parts and carry on. But you know, when you can run it by somebody and they're like, oh yeah, well, it's probably this, you probably need, you know, it's grab a few parts, take them with you, what the heck, right? You can always take back something if you don't use it, right? But if you don't have it, you gotta go get it. So can you see the, I think we can see it here. I'm gonna show you the pinion gear, so without getting my hand in the way. See all the movement there? So that's the gear that comes out of the diff where the drive shaft attaches to it. Look at that. I think we found the problem. So, okay. As I said, this is my first time tearing this puppy apart back here, so bear with me if you see me doing something stupid. You'd be like, hey, why's he taking that off for? He doesn't need to do that. Well, you know. Come on, really? See, I'm trying to move those. I'm sure there's a couple of screws that are hit. Maybe I should have taken them off the other end or what? Doggone it. I'm going to pull those shocks right off. Wow. Stuff stuck in there pretty good, eh? Oh. Wow. Got sand? I'm just trying to find a pick or something here. Come on, there we go. Look at the sand that's packed inside there. These screws here, they're just packed full of sand, you know. Gotta clean that stuff out before you try and take them out. A little pick tool, sharp hobby knife, anything you can just kind of dig around in there a bit, loosen up that crap and get the sand and stuff out of there. It's not so bad with the bigger, with the great big drivers like the 2.5 and the 3, but you get into some of the smaller stuff, and if you don't clean that crap out first, man, you're gonna strip that shit out, you know what I mean? Okay. Carry on getting this apart. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's unplug this. Some issues with some of these plugs anyways, as it is. Get these parts out of the way. Okay, we're getting there. Drop these couple big guys. Okay. Almost forgot to disconnect the shift servo. I guess I'm just going to take it off, put it where it sits there. Okay. What's going on? Oh, you dummy. Servos. Okay. Sometimes, you know, I don't even know what to say. Does anybody see what I've done here? Do you see what I did wrong? Yeah? Dude, like, come on, man.
When I want to get my RC on, I go to Crawler Ted's garage.